Problem number 13 is a bonus question. Gives you 2 bonus points. All it wants to know is which of the following statements is false. It gives you 3 improper integrals evaluated from some number to infinity, and it says that each of them equal infinity. So one of those is not going to equal infinity. So I've gone ahead and written the first one up here. The first one is 3 to infinity, ln of x over x cubed dx. Now, there's a couple different ways you can go through and try to prove whether these are true or false. There is a rule that says that if you have the integral from some number to infinity of ln of x over x to the n, where n is some number greater than 1, well, actually, as long as n is greater than 1, this integral is convergent. For an integral to be convergent, that means that it cannot be equal to infinity. That means it has to come out to some finite number. Could be 0, could be a billion, it's just not infinity. However, if n is less than or equal to 1, this integral is divergent, which means that it does come out to infinity. So it would come out to infinity for this, and it would not come out to infinity for anything n greater than 1. So it can be n equals 1.001, still would be convergent. Now, looking at this, what I see is that this problem, my n is in fact greater than 1. N is equal to 3. So when n is equal to 3, that tells me that this has to be convergent, which means that it cannot equal infinity. So in reality, this was letter A. Letter A is the correct answer because letter A is not infinity. It actually comes out to some convergent finite number. Now another way you could prove that is you can actually go through and do the math. The problem is that the math takes a long time, so it's better to use these kind of shortcuts for these kind of questions. You don't want to spend all your time trying to resolve out a bonus question, but in reality, this isn't even really part of the exam. This is only there for your added benefit to help you do better. So in this case, what I would do for this one is I would just say that because n is equal to 3, this should be convergent and therefore can't be infinity. So A is the correct answer. It is the only one that is false. Now, if we look at the other two, just for the sake of completion, if I have 5 to infinity of ln of x over square root of x, square root of x, that's x to a 1/2 power. 1/2 is less than or equal to 1. Well, it's just less than 1. So therefore, this integral should come out to infinity. So this integral is divergent. And the last one actually doesn't take this form at all. It's 8 to infinity of 3 over 4 plus x dx. And it says that this is equal to infinity. Well, if I go ahead and try to integrate something like this, this is actually pretty easily integratable. 3 is a constant, so I can pull out the 3. I end up with dx over 4 plus x. If I go through and just integrate that term, all I end up with is 3 ln of 4 plus x, evaluated from 8 to infinity. Now, if I go through, when I plug in infinity, if I take the limit as x is approaching infinity, I get natural log of infinity. Natural log of infinity is infinity. So if you look at a graph of natural log, it is approaching infinity very, very, very slowly. But it is still approaching infinity. So that means that this whole term is just infinity. So this is divergent as well. So this is divergent, but because n is equal to 3 for letter A, this is not divergent. This integral is convergent. Because it's convergent, the correct answer is letter A.
The Teaching Center, UF's Learning Resource Center.